Hi friends, today we are going to study Microsoft Excel most useful and important tool, pivot table. Most of us are using lot of time for creating monthly reports, weekly reports, which is to be submitted to the management or to others, especially by the finance and the sales purchase department. We will prepare a report and sometimes management may ask for information in the report more or may ask for some other information or special reports. It is very difficult to create and submit reports in time. To avoid this situation, we can use Excel pivot table for generating reports. We can use it like a software. Watch till end. Try to do. You can do your job as a professional in your organization. Like and subscribe my channel. You will get important useful updates. Let's start. For preparing a pivot table report, we want a database. Before going to prepare a pivot table, three things we have to keep in our mind. First one is prepare a database with all information. Second, generate pivot table from the database. Third, design the pivot table. Let's start. Here I have a database. This database relating to TDS. Every month we have to remit TDS amount. We have to file quarterly TDS returns. So this table is showing the details of the TDS. In the first column, I have shown the quarter, then bill date, bill number, bill amount, GST amount. Then next column is without GST, net amount, because TDS is calculated on an amount excluding GST. So we have bill amount with GST, then GST amount, bill amount without GST, then TDS percentage. TDS amount we can calculate by using the formula. Under which section TDS deducted, the status of the deductee, whether they are corporate or non-corporate, name of the deductee, then net amount payable after deducting the TDS. This we can use for making the payment. So I have entered Q1 quarter one data here. I have given a drop down list here. For studying how to make a drop down list, please watch my previous videos. One video is only for drop down list. Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, everything is showing in drop down list. So by mistake you can't type anything other than Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. Q1, then date, then bill number, bill amount, GST amount, after GST, bill amount minus GST, TDS percentage, then TDS. This section under which we deduct the TDS, whether they are corporate or non-corporate, the name of the deductee and the amount payable. I filled Q1 data here. From this Q1 data, how can we generate a pivot table report? Before going to pivot table, ensure all the columns have header. If the column have header, then only we can generate pivot table. Let's start. For preparing pivot table, click on insert, click on pivot table. Now the entire data range is selected, automatically selected. Here asking for the location we want to generate the report, whether in this sheet or on a new sheet. Select on new sheet. Now the pivot table report area generated. Here on the right side it is showing the pivot table fields. What are the fields we want to show in the report? What are the fields we want to show in the report? Mark it. Give a tick mark. Now quarter selected. Bill date, bill number. The quarter, bill date, bill number, and everything will be in rows. Bill amount should be in values. When we are clicking on the amount column, it will automatically going to values. If it is not going to value, if it is in any other field like columns or rows, you can simply drag it to that column like this. Now our report is generating. In the row we have to fill name of the directive. Name of the directive here, under which section TDS detected, directive status. You change this report format. For changing the report format, click on this pivot table report area anywhere inside the table. When you are clicking on the inside table area, you can see 2 new tabs is generated. Click on design, click on report layout, click on show in tabular form. Now it is expanded as per our order. This report is showing as per the headers mentioned in the row. So under which section it is detected, we taken bill amount, GST amount, after GST amount, then TDS amount, then last net payable. In the row we have to select TDS percentage. Now we have to design the pivot table report. For designing, right click anywhere inside the pivot table, click on pivot table options. Here it is asking the layout and format. For merged fields, click on merge. Untick this column, auto fit column width on update. Otherwise, when you are expanding the column size or shortening the column size, when you are refreshing the table, it will be automatically come to default. So untick this auto fit column. Totals and filters, it is fine. On display, remove show expand collapse button. That means here you can see month plus April plus May. So untick this one. Again, printing file data, click on third option, refresh data when opening the file. That means if you have entered any new data, it will be updated when we open the file. Okay. Now all the data are loaded. In between it is showing subtotals, 194 total, 36 total, like that. So remove the subtotals. For removing the subtotal, you can click on here, do not show subtotal. All the subtotals remove. Double click on the column, the name is expanded. Now you can make the column more beautiful by double clicking the column size. Save it. Change the format of the amount to comma style, accounting style. Here bill amount, GST amount, after GST amount, TDS amount, payable upon net payable, then showing TDS percentage. This TDS percentage we have to move from here because now it is showing as an amount. TDS percentage cannot come here. So right click inside the table, show field list. Again our field list is coming back. Now see here, the TDS percentage is on the value column. So we have to move from value to row column, and we can place it after the concerned section. If it is not placed properly, don't worry, click on that, click on, if you want to move it up, click on up. Now it is up. If you want to change anything to up and down, that means one, first, second, third, we have to move second one to fourth column. Just click on that header, either move up or move down. If we are clicking on move up, it will be moved to left, and move down, it will be moved to right. Now we have a quarter, months, dates, bill number, name of the deductee, under which section TDS deducted, TDS percentage, deductee type, bill amount, GST amount, after GST, TDS amount, net payable. We can include here the year also, because now it is showing month, then date. For including the year or day or month, right click on bill date, click on group. Now it is showing how can we group it, days, months, and click on years. Now days, months, years. Okay, now Q1 2019, April, May, both are came. Then the days of April, 5th April, 6th April, 11th, 12th April, 30th April. Again started by May. Adjust the column width. Now our reports will be correct. The column width is adjusted. Now it is showing Q1, year, April, May, June, the days of April, days of May, days of June, bill number, deductee name, section in which it is deducted, TDS percentage, corporate or non-corporate, bill amount, everything. Now everything is in report. Save it. Q1 report is ready. Now I am going to add Q2 details to the database. Let us see how the report is generating automatically. Go to database. I am entering here Q2 data. I have already pre-filled data here. I just copied the data, Q2 data, and paste here. Q2, all these related to Q2, July 1st to September 30. When we created the table, it is asked the data area in which we have to include in the report. So here we have to expand our area. So expanding the area, click on inside the table, click on analyze, click on change data source. See, now this report is selected the data up to row number 26, but presently we have data with the row number up to 50. So click on the table range, change the row number 26 to 500, then OK. Now see, Q1 report is here, Q2 to report is here. We want subtotal because already we given the command don't show subtotal. But here we want the month total, April month total, May month total, June month total, as well as quarter 1 total, quarter 2 total. For subtotal, click on which subtotal you want. Here we lost the year and month. So just again group it. Days, months, years. It is came back. I want April subtotal. So click on April subtotal. Now it is showing April subtotal, May subtotal, June subtotal, July subtotal. All the month subtotal it is showing now. Again I want Q1 subtotal, Q2 subtotal, Q3 subtotal. It is not showing now. Click on Q1 column, subtotal quarter. Now quarter Q1 subtotal. For highlighting the subtotals, now it is everything is we can't find out where it is the subtotal. So we have to highlight the subtotal and should be in bold or the font size will be more like that. So for highlighting, no need to select one by one. One simple trick is there. We have to highlight the subtotals. For highlighting, select one subtotal row, put your mouse on the row. Now the cursor will be changed to a down arrow. Left click the mouse. Entire subtotal rows are selected. Now click on any font color. I am changing it to red color. All the subtotals changed to red color. I am making the font 11 to 16 increased. I am going to make it bold. Now all the subtotals are bold. The subtotal of all the Q1, Q2 months now it is highlighted, but quarter 1 is not highlighted. So select Q1 row, place the mouse on the row. Now the cursor is showing as down arrow shape. Left click. Now Q1 total and Q2 total row selected. I am changing it to green color, making the bigger font. Now quarter total highlighted. Now I am changing it to bold. Q1 total is showing, quarter 1 total is showing, quarter 2 total is showing. Q1 completed, Q2 completed. Now I am going to add Q3 data. I have already filled the data. Now I am pasting here, adding the data here. Go to our report. It is showing only Q1, Q2. For updating the data, right click inside the table, click on refresh. Now Q3 data loaded, and it is showing the subtotal green, October, November, December, month total as subtotal red. Again I am going to update the Q4 data. Q4 data also updated. Right click, refresh. Q4 data loaded. Now we have all the data. Now set the column size as per the size. All the reports we generated now. Now we have to give some more beautification on the table for designing. In the design tab, you can give your own designs from here. Default designs are here. So many designs are here. You can use any format like this. If you are adding anything again here, I am adding one more thing, combo box. I am adding a new year 142020. Bill number 123456. Amount 25,000. GST 0. Now it is taken after GST 25,000. TDS amount 10%. 2,500. Section 194J. ABCD company name. Net payable 500 as TDS. The net payable is 22,500. Now go to our report. Go to the end. It will update here as April 2020. Right click, refresh. Now came here. 1st April 2020. ABC company, April total. I am removing from here. Update. It will gone. Freeze the top line. Now report is fine. On this report, we have to give more comments. I prepared one report. Q1 data is here. I am updating the Q2 data here by creating more designs. After finalizing the table, we have to include some useful techniques, because from here we have to select Q1. We have to select Q1. Now Q1 only selected. We have to select only April. April is selected. Instead of this filter, we can use slicers. The slicers will be like this. Q1 report, click on Q1. Now only Q1 data is loaded. No need of filter. Out of the Q1, you want only corporate. Click on corporate. Now it is showing only corporate directories. Click on non-corporate. Now it is showing Q1 non-corporate directory details. Again, if you want to see section 194C, click on 194C. 194H. 9 directories are in 194H. 194J. 92B. Now showing all. Again you want Q2, click on Q2. Again corporate, non-corporate, 194C, 194H, 194J, 92B. So we can make it as a super software. And from this database you can generate any type of report, any report. Suppose again I am going to prepare one more report, new sheet. I want only quarter and TDS amount. If the value is showing as count, just click on the sum. Now it is selected as count. From count, select as sum. Now it is showing Q1 and Q2, Q3, Q4 totals only. TDS totals only. Again from here I am going to insert month. Right click on the table, show field list, include bill date. Now it is showing year. Go to design, layout, show in tabular form. Again right click in the table, pivot table option, untick auto fit, click on merge, on display, show expand collapse button, untick it, data, click on refresh data when opening the file. Now it is changed. Q1 subtotal showing, Q2 subtotal showing, Q3 subtotal showing, Q4 showing, but no month. Right click on the year, group, click on days and release the quarter, days, months, years. Now it is showing. You create a simple database with 5 or 6 headers. Try to do. Definitely you can succeed. Please share your comments whether you can do it or cannot do it. Definitely I will help you. Please watch on my channel, like, subscribe my channel. You will get new updates. Thank you for watching. Thank you very much.